Alright, Trey Veston here, and it is another oddly beautiful day in the Palouse on the border of northern Idaho and eastern Washington. And today is 10mm load development day. My two woods carry firearms are this beautiful Marlin 1894 Trapper and 10mm, the Ranger Point precision forend on it. Got a little light attached on there, and a Holosun 507C. Handy little carbine for the Jeep and the ATV and camp. And then my primary woods carry pistol that I always have with me when I'm out hiking or ATV riding or whatever is this Springfield Armory XDM OSP Elite 3.8 and 10mm. And I had a load developed for this that this loved, is using the 200 grain Spear gold dots. Gold dots they're hard to find in the 200 grain around here. And plus the Spear, the gold dot's more of it's a thinner skinned human defense round and not entirely adequate for woods carry. I prefer the Hornady XTP for woods carry. Gets a little bit better penetration. I don't have bears to worry about really. So I don't go with a hard cast all that often unless I think I'm going to be closer to bear country or grizzly bear country, which I got to go pretty far deep in the woods to find grizzly bears around here. So anyway, today I've got a load I'm trying out. It's 180 grain Hornady XTP with 14 grains of accurate number 9 and CCI large pistol primer. I'm going to try that out, that load in both of these firearms, and hopefully this will like it and that will like it, and we'll see what numbers it generates on the chronograph, and hopefully we've found a good load. If not, we'll back to the drawing board, and that's the whole fun of reloading and shooting. So alrighty, Trey Veston, let's just stop talking, start shooting. Okay, we'll just establish a baseline with some cellular and bellet below S&B. 180 grain full metal jacket. We'll just do center target. We've got some couple previous holes in there that I've marked off, so let's see, do I want to shoot? Yeah, we'll go for the lower left. Cellular S&B ammo. Yeah, 1,041 feet per second. Okay, averaged 1,062.3 feet per second, and let's see how they did. No, not too bad. Go. Oh, we had a nice group going. There's the fifth one. So it's just over 2 inches. At 25 yards, so not bad at all, except I don't know where that other flyer is. Maybe it's one of these. That would open a way out. So alright, we're going to shoot here. We've already got these marked, so let's start shooting the reloads. See how they do. Are we on cops? We're recording? Okay, we have chronograph reset. These are 14 grains of accurate number 9. Overall length 2.60 inches with 180 grain XTPs. And let's see how these do. Now this is, I think 14, the max load is 14.6 7, so we're not maxed out, but it should still be pretty stout. Center target. Oh, yeah. Yeah, 1275. And we hit a little upper right. Okay, we might have to grip a little bit better. Oh, yeah. 1265. That's a lot of variation. 1214. $1,200. Okay, I don't know why the trigger felt weird. Oh, 13. Okay, those averaged 1, 2, 3, 4. 1234. And kind of hard to see. I don't think the accuracy was that great, but let's take a look. No, it wasn't bad at all, except that one got a perfect bullseye. And then the rest were in a little 1.5-inch group. And all to the left. So, so that opened it up to 2.5 inches. Still acceptable at 25 yards for Wood's gun. Not the 3/4 and 1-inch group I'm used to, but alrighty. Let's try the Marlin. Same load. See how it does. Okay. Got the S&B ammo loaded up, chronograph ready. I'm going to shoot at, do the upper left. And last shot. Okay. Average 1175. So these are averaging almost as much as the spicier reloads. I think, what were they averaging out of the pistol? 1,063 or so? I don't know. The numbers will pop up. But yeah, quite a bit of difference. Let's see how accurate it is. Okay, much better. Yeah, it's an 1.5-inch group. Looks like the red dot is just a little bit to the left. So we're not going to mess with it for now. But all my other shots are to the left too. Maybe it's my eyes are messed up to the left. So anyway, not a bad group. We got a baseline established for accuracy. Let's shoot this upper right and see how the reloads perform. Alrighty, got the reloads in, chronograph reset, 14 grains of accurate number 9, and they are loading up just fine. We'll go for that upper right target. I did adjust the red dot a little bit. I see it's still to the left. I spicier. Yeah, oh. Yeah, that not load. It's not liking that. Those rounds, not smooth. I'll have to take a look at that. Alrighty, and I am not seeing happy groups there. Average 1,610 feet per second. Okay, let's see how it did. I don't think it was that great. Looks like we're going to be going back to the reloading bench. Oh, yeah, I adjusted over. I did her too far, but yeah, that's looked way better. Okay, we got all 5 of them in 1 inch. Looks like maybe just a tiny bit over 1 inch. And I adjusted too far, too many clicks. So I'll go back the other way, and that's not bad. I don't know why it's not as smooth. We'll have to check that out. Okay, so to compare and contrast, I actually have loaded in the original load, Woods load, that the XDM loves. That's a 200 grain Spear Gold Dot. Just thought I'd see how the rifle likes it. And it did adjust my red dot, so hopefully it's much better now. Yeah, and the Spear, the Gold Dot's got a larger hollow point, but it seems to be feeding fine. Oh, no. Jinxed it. There we go. Last shot. That averaged 1353.5, so 1354 average. It's a 200 grain bullet. Let's see how the rifle liked them. Okay. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1.5 inches, maybe. No, it's not 1.5 inches. Got our handy dandy measuring device here. Extreme spread. Oh, yeah, it's 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches. This was 1.8 inches that way. So it, and we got the red dot adjusted, so it's dialed in. But alrighty, we're back at the 10-yard line, and just want to do some function testing with that ammo. Got the 180 grain XTPs in here. We're gonna just rapid fire it. We got the light on, we got everything on, heavy coat. Let's make sure that this thing performs flawlessly, as it's going to be kitted out in the woods. So, okay. Oh, what do we got here? Live round. Again, why is it doing that? It's catching that. That's not bueno. While we do function testing, last round, and it jammed up. Let's see. I can see where there's some brass getting shaved off in the action. Let me see if we can, if you can see that or not. The barrel. There's a little brass getting shaved off in there where it's catching the bullet, so we might smooth that out. Okay. Well, the rifle, it's not liking it. The accuracy's fine, but pistol, see how it does. That's a hard hitting load. That's a spicy load. Okay, so let's ponder this for a little bit, see what we need to do. I'm not happy with the performance of the rifle. I don't know if it's my loads, maybe the crimp's not tight enough or something. We'll go back to the drawing board and see if we can improve on things a little bit. Do a little smoothing of the action on the rifle and do some further evaluating, but it's a stout woods load. I think it's going to be fine for the pistol. The accuracy is good for the rifle. We just need to make sure we get it 100% reliable. Alrighty, subscribe and we'll see what we can come up with. Alrighty, Trey Vesson out.